Hi guys, welcome back to Charmin's Kitchen. Good night one, good night all. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, I want to welcome you to my channel. It is Friday and I am going to share a very delicious back home street food recipe with you guys, and I'm going to be making no other but fish and bread from scratch. So if you want to see how I'm doing this, come on down and let's get cooking. So for the bread that we're gonna eat with our fried fish, I'm making homemade bread. I have some flour in here and I have all the other ingredients over here. I have some dry flour to knead the dough with. I have some brown sugar, some butter, and I will be activating the yeast now. And I just wanna add some sugar to that out of the same measurement. I will leave all the measurement in the description below. And I have my yeast going in here. Actually, I'm gonna leave the link of my bread recipe. I'm just adding a little bit water, and this is lukewarm water to activate the yeast. I'm gonna cover it and leave it for about 10 minutes or so until it is fully activated before we knead the dough with this liquid. I do have a recipe for homemade bread on my channel. I will leave a link to that in the description below, and you can follow the step-by-step if you're interested in making bread. Today I'm going to be making small little loaves of bread because we're using this for the fried fish, so I want to have like individual small bread. So I have my flour here and I'm gonna add my butter into the flour. Just wanna get all the butter, and for this ingredient you have to use softened butter a long time and leave it out from the fridge to make sure that it's nice and soft for me. And then our next step now is to mix this butter into the flour before we add the liquid or the yeast into this mixture. So I'm gonna work in the butter until I have like a nice oatmeal kind of texture, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start the mixing process. So just mixing that. So here is my yeast. It has activated. So I'm gonna put it in the center and make sure I get all that goodness out. I will add the sugar into the liquid that I have to knead the rest of the dough. So sugar is going in, and then I'm gonna mix this in a little. So I'm gonna mix in the yeast and the flour. I'm gonna add the water now little by little as I go, because we don't want it to be too soft to have a perfect texture. And this is lukewarm water we're going in with. This already smells like bread. So I'm gonna mix this other part here. I'm gonna make sure all the sugar is in. And when you add that sugar, it gives the bread a nice taste and a nice flavor. So I think I have to add a little bit more of the water here. There you go. And we're gonna knead this dough. I'm gonna show you guys how the dough looks as soon as I finish. And then we're gonna let this sit for about 45 minutes to an hour at least. You can leave it longer if you like. So here is my dough for the bread, nice and soft. I'm gonna leave it in a nice warm place, which is my oven, and I will leave it for 45 minutes to an hour. We'll come back then, check it out and see how it looks. So to eat our fish and bread, to make this like a real back home kind of fish and bread where you drink your Mavi or you drink some cane juice or something like that, I'm gonna make some Mavi. So I have my Mavi here, the bark, And I have 2 pieces of orange peel. I have 2 sticks of cinnamon. I have some star anise, and here I have some clove. I'm gonna put this in a pot of water, and I'm gonna draw this Mavi in hot water until it is nice and brown and have a good flavor, and I will show you the whole process. I do have a recipe on my channel for Mavi. If you're interested, I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. So in goes all that goodness. We will leave it to come to a boil, and then we're gonna let it to simmer for some minutes, and we will have our perfect drink for our fish and bread for dinner tonight. Our Mavi is coming along nicely. I can see that the water changed to a brownish color, and that's the color we're looking for. I'm gonna lower down my stove, and let this simmer for another 15 to 20 minutes, and then I will let it completely cool off before serving this. So we're gonna check on our bread dough to see how it's doing. Oh my gosh, so nice. It has risen beautifully. So what I'm gonna do now, I am gonna punch this dough, and I will knead this back a little, and we will make our little loaves for the bread. So let me put some flour on the surface here. And then we will knead this dough back a little. This dough is so nice and soft. So we're going to knead this. I love to knead flour. And the next thing I'm going to do, because I'm doing this to eat with fried fish, I'm going to make small loaves. Look similar to hot dog bread. So the fish can fit perfectly in that size. Instead of making a big dough and we have to cut it, I want to make like the real hot dog bread size that we used to eat our fish and bread with back home. And for all my friends who are watching from Guyana, Trinidad, and the Caribbean, this is a well-known street food, very popular in the Caribbean, fish and bread. Sometimes the bread is a little bit different in different countries, but we know exactly how beautiful and delicious fish and bread is, especially when you go back to your original country and have your own unique fish and bread from where you belong to. So guys, I finished kneading this dough a little bit more, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make some little dough ball like that, because we want to do the small bread, and I'm gonna roll them off in the shape of a hot dog bread. So here they are. I make these little loaves, and I'm gonna leave them now, cover them back and leave them for another 45 minutes to an hour, and then I will put them in my oven to bake. But they smell so nice already. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. So individual loaf size of bread. So today, for the fish that I'm using for fish and bread, I'm using the PSI Mid-Atlantic Seafood brand. This is Bangamary fillet, and this is of course fish from Guyana, and I will season this up. I'm gonna wash it and season it, and then I'll start frying this to add to our fish and bread. My Mavi is done. I only have to sweeten it, and we're gonna have the complete back home street food fish and bread and Mavi. That can't get more Caribbean or Guyanese than that. So I just want to show how many pieces of the Bangamary fillet comes in those PSI package. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. So that's a lot of fillet to be in one pack, which is like 5 fishes. And this was from the package that I received from the PSI company. Lita, if you're watching, thanks again. I'm going to be using my Bangamary fillet to make some fish and bread today. So I have the Bangamary all washed, and I pat dry them with a paper towel because we don't want too much water in the fish when we're frying. So now I'm going to add my salt, and I will leave all the measurement in the description below because we have to flavor this fish up nicely. I'm going to go in with some black pepper. And the next thing I'll go in with is some adobo meat and fish seasoning. This is an all-purpose, but it's good for meat and fish. So just a little bit because this is high in salt. Just a little. And now I'm gonna go in with some green seasoning. And the green seasoning contains of thyme, garlic, green onions, and pepper. And I'm gonna massage these nicely with my hands to get all the flavor into every part of the fish. And then I will marinate the fish for about 15 to 20 minutes because fish marinates very quickly. And then I'll come back and show you how we put this together. So now, after these guys were sitting for a while, look how nice and big they become. Like a real hot dog bun or bread. And I want to check these ones out. Wow, amazing. So I'm going to be, as soon as my oven is ready, I will put them in my 350-degree oven, and these babies will finish in no time. I will let you know how long they took to cook because I never made small bread loaves like these before. I think it might take about 20 to 25 minutes, maybe less, but I have to check today the time. And once they're done, I will let you guys know how they look. They smell amazing. So my oven is ready. I'm gonna put them into the oven, and they're actually rising more and more, like they're getting bigger. So I'm gonna put them in now, and then I'll show you guys when they're done. So one of the set of bread is finished. I'm just gonna brush them while they're hot with some butter, and look how beautiful they are. I made my own little individual bread, and I'm very happy. Look at that. When you see that they're moving around like that, know that they're done. Nothing is sticking to the pan. And these are the perfect size for my fish and bread tonight. What do you guys think? Who wants one hot homemade bread with some butter or some jam? Let me know in the comment how you like your bread when it's just finished baking. Wow, look at these, ready to go for those fish, and I can't wait. I wish I can share with you guys. So here is the other batch. They are finished as well. and they are looking very nice too. So the perfect size that I was looking for. And now I'm gonna start frying the fish while the bread is getting cold, because I don't want to cut them when it's so hot. And this will be ready soon. Wow, they look amazing. Okay, I'm very happy with the turnout. So I finished making my Mavi. I sweetened the Mavi and I did taste the Mavi. It is so delicious and strong, and the real thing, like the real thing I have in here. And I'm gonna put it in my fridge now to cool off a little, because it's nice when it's cold, or you can serve it with some ice. And this will do perfectly with my fish and bread tonight. For all the Mavi lovers, bring your glass and come for your share. So while my oil is warming up, I'm gonna dust the fish nicely in my flour. And I have here some flour, a little bit of salt, black pepper, and I like to add a little pinch of turmeric into the flour, because after you fry the fish, it will have a beautiful color. And I'm just gonna go in with 3 at a time, because the fish are the whole length and I don't want to cluster them in the pan, but I'll show you as soon as the oil is hot. So in goes the fish. I'm frying them now. As soon as they're nice and golden brown on one side, I'm gonna flip them over to the other side, and then this will be done soon. I still have a few more to go, and then I'll show you guys the next step. The fish is frying. I'm preparing some vegetables to put in the fish and bread. I'm gonna use some romaine lettuce hearts, and I'm gonna use here some few slices of tomatoes. So I'm gonna make some nice thin slices of this beautiful meaty tomato for the fish and bread. And then the next thing I'm gonna do, wow, this is a good one, right, Natalie?
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
Juicy.
And then the next thing I'm gonna add to that is some cucumbers, and I'm gonna also slice these thinly. So guys, everything is finished. My fried Bangamary, the PSI at Mid-Atlantic Seafood brand. That's what I'm using, because it's Bangamary fillet, comes straight from Guyana. I will leave a link below for the brand and where you can find them. That's done. And my homemade bread, look at that, so beautiful. So that's what I'm pairing up the fish with. I have here some tomatoes, some cucumbers, and some lettuce to go in with the fish and bread. How do I look, guys? Do I look like I'm ready to go at a snack it or something to sell this? Oh my God, I remember when I would go to the snack it and buy a fish and bread with some hot pepper sauce. It used to be very delicious. So I'm gonna show you how I'm eating mine, and please leave in the comment how you like to eat your fish and bread. I'll show you everything that I add to mine, and I also have the perfect drink to go with this, a glass of Mavi. So to all my Mavi fans and my fish and bread friends, come on down, bring your plate and your cup tonight, and let's celebrate a beautiful back home street food. This is well known in the entire Caribbean, not only in Guyana. So I just want to show how this bread is nice and soft. Look at that. And oh my God, look how perfectly it is baked. So what I'm gonna do now, I want to show how I'm putting this bread together for the fish and bread. So this is what I can remember. Look how beautiful the inside look. And now I'm gonna put my fish in here, and this is actually, I'm gonna put my lettuce first. So lettuce down, and this is a romaine heart that I'm using. And then I will put my nice big slice of tomato here. And then I will put the fish on top. Let me know in the comment how you like yours. And then I want to put 2 pieces of, actually put my tomato over here. Sorry, cucumber, I said tomatoes. You can put mustard and ketchup, but since I have tomato, I won't be putting any tomato ketchup, and I won't be putting any mustard. So fish and bread from back home is well known with pepper sauce, and this is what make it very unique. So I'm gonna add some more to my cucumber, and I am drooling, and I'm sure you guys are drooling too because everything is homemade. So that's how I like to eat mine, but please let me know in the comment how you like to eat yours. Before I taste this for you guys, today I want to share a success story. Our very own Donna made pone, cassava pone, using my recipe, and it came out wonderful. So right after this, I'm going to be sharing that picture with you guys. So here it is, guys. I'm gonna do my taste test now, and you can't have fish and bread without some chips. My husband made some plantain chips, and I'm gonna have that with some ketchup and my Mavi here. So the full works. Let me put this together, and I will let you guys know how this tastes. Oh my, I can't even close it how full it is now. So look at that. Look at that beauty. So I'm gonna dig in and let you guys know. Cheers to all my YouTube family. I know you guys are probably saying, wow, bring back my memory to the same thing from back home, but I am tasting for you guys. Guys, the fish is so delicious and crunchy. Oh my God. And the bread is so soft and fluffy like cloud, and so fresh with that pepper sauce on top there. Oh my God. I wish if you guys can taste this. I have to take another bite because one is not enough. Cheers, guys. And with that lettuce and tomato in there, perfect pairing. So I can't eat that without my plantain chips. Cheers. I'm having a happy moment right now. Cheers, guys. On a cold Mavi to wash that down. I'm speechless. So guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Until then, I want to say to you guys, stay blessed, stay safe, have a wonderful, wonderful Friday night. And I want to say love you guys. Bye for now.